awesome.
Isn't it?
This
I
is
love
a
it.
great year.
Are you coming to the gala tonight?
I don't know yet.
Andrew, are you busy?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
That's the problem.
Aw.
But
okay.
I was thinking of coming, but I'm not sure yet.
Okay, cool.
I
hope you can.
I will definitely try. I definitely already saw the film, so that's
I know
a
you
start.
did. Yeah, gala's like there to party.
Yeah, well, that's the cool part.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, that's kind of... Well, no, I'll wait till you finish.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay. It's kind of where I want to start. I mean, it seems like I've seen your name all over TIFF this year.
Really?
Yeah, you've been at a lot of stuff. It's very cool.
You're making me anxious.
Well, no, it's cool though. But I mean, you know, what's it been like going to all these different events? It seems like you're almost a poster child.
Andrew, you know, like where I've come from.
Yeah.
So you know, it's miraculous that he even got this far. As a why, every time I see you, it's like I'm humbled and I'm scared, you know, because it hasn't been easy.
Right.
And my early short films, they were so gritty, guerrilla, and now you're saying that to me. So it just makes me want to have an anxiety attack. But I
don't mean to make you feel anxious.
No, I'm happy. I'm happy because the thing is like Kyra Time, this movie is my baby, and I've been, you know, I wrote Kyra Time and Inescapable together, and was trying, and I've been writing this for the last 6 years and trying to get it financed for the last 6 years, and there have been so many ups and downs and so much heartache, and so I can take a deep breath now because, you know, you saying that, it's like, okay, you know, there was a point last year where the movie fell apart and we were done. Like everybody was looking at me with pity. And I mean, it was so bad. We were in pre-production already on the movie, and I had to come back with my crew. And so it was, I think moments like right now make me really thankful because there's so often in my life I'm like, I'm just gonna walk away. I just can't do this anymore. It's too much heartache. I can't. And so that's why you saying that, it's like, okay, I'm gonna try to celebrate and remember this feeling, you know?
That's amazing. I mean, it's amazing to then come this far because,
yeah.
I mean, having the film, it's a gala.
I know.
At Roy Thompson. You must be pretty happy about that.
I am now. You're making me happy, actually.
You're getting
Thank
there.
you. I'm getting. Yeah, it's hard because when you love something so much,
right.
it's really hard. Like it's like a emotional roller coaster. But you know, it's an art form, and so you just at some point, I think after tonight, you just have to let it go, set it free, let it go, and then move on.
And in terms of, you even got the cast here.
I know.
You're gonna walk
Everyone's
the red carpet. I mean, it's huge. I mean, I'm just really pleased to see you in this position after all these years.
Andrew, I know we go back, and that's what's crazy is that few people know where I actually have come from and how difficult it's been. And so every time I see you, every movie I do, I'm so like, I want to give you a hug because it's like, we're still here. Yeah. We're still here. And it's an industry where we very easily cannot be.
Right.
You know, so and it's just nice I feel your support, and I feel, you know, you're championing me, and I'm forever in your debt. And I thank you, actually, on camera. Thank you.
Well, I think you've done quite well with yourself. I mean, I think the things that you're doing obviously are beyond, you know, what a lot of Canadian filmmakers are capable of.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I think you've stepped up in a way that we haven't seen that many Canadian filmmakers do, I guess. And,
true.
And for an international message, I mean, I think that's huge. I mean,
I know, thank you.
It's very challenging right now, and I think Canadians get the international message more than other places, so maybe it's best suited.
I think so too, because I'm the product of immigrant parents, right? So, you know, you come to Canada, you come to this country, and you want to make a good future for yourself. And this is the one country that you can come here and you can, you know, choose to completely ignore your past and create a new future and a new identity and a new life. And so that's how I feel like what I've personally done, because my path could have very easily been, a different path. At the age of 12, I was stuck in Damascus, Syria. And so the path that I could have had could easily not have been this one right now. And I think that's part of the reason why I keep going. I have this kind of fear of it all going away.
Right. Well, and I mean, it seems like filmmaking in Canada is a lot of fight, but
yes,
it seems like it is getting easier. Am I mistaken?
It never gets easier.
No,
never. I mean, Cairo Time was considered a success. It did very financially well in Canada, and especially well in the U.S. Really well. And still, it's difficult. But it's also what I'm doing. It's a dream. I mean, this whole thing, it's like a dream, and so. It should be difficult. It can't be easy, and it's it's like, okay, how badly do I want this? It's hard because I'm ambitious, but at the same time, my ambition is always related to the story that I'm desperately trying to tell, and so the two things go hand in hand. It's like with this movie, people are, sometimes people will say, oh, wow, this is so topical. You're so smart. How did you do this? And it's like, oh my God, seriously. I'm not strategic. I've been desperately trying to get this finance for the last 6 years. And I know what Syria is like. And, suddenly now it's exploded. And so, now it's fantastic because this movie can provide a context of what's happening there now. But it's just... It's difficult because the two, my ambition and my desperate need to tell the story always goes hand in hand, and so that's, I think, what helps me move forward, drive me forward.
Well, that's cool. I mean, I know there's a lot left to do for Inescapable, but what would you like to do next? I mean, it seems like such great exposure for you right now that it's. It'd be nice to see what you're doing next. But
I know.
Do you know yet?
I do. I mean, I've written one thing. I want to team up with Patty Clarkson again. I've got this other movie going with her that's set in Canada. Thank God. But but I think I'm writing a couple of things at the same time, and so for me it's always story and what I get obsessed with and character, and it's Andrew, I think because you've seen everything I've done, for me my formula is really simple. It's always about an ordinary person, or in this case a seemingly ordinary person who's caught up in an extraordinary circumstance. And so that's why I can write, a romance or a thriller or a sports movie. I don't, for me it's always that simple through line that gets me through the day.
Right. That's really cool. I really do think though that you're in a unique position for a lot of Canadian directors. And,
oh, really?
I mean, I really see that. There's a lot of different stuff out there, but you've got a very cool approach to what you're
Oh,
covering.
man, thank you. I hope I never disappoint you one day. That makes me anxious. I do feel proud to be Canadian, definitely, because I feel like I won the lottery by being born here, by having that Canadian passport, because my past is a constant reminder of what I could have ended up being, and so the whole thing goes hand in hand. And so I'm just, I think I'm really in my bone I'm an Arab, but at the same time I'm so Canadian, and I'm so proud of being Canadian, and apparently I have that Canadian accent. So. Woo! So yeah. I'm so excited about this movie. I'm so excited to just send it out into the world and talk about it.
Well, I can't wait to see what people think tonight. It's going to be a big debut.
Me too. Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.